Hi Stampers, it's Super Awesome Stamper Shirley Merker. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, USA. I have a lunchtime live on my calendar today, so I am going to do a case of Tracy Held's design that was featured on a blog hop yesterday, a blog hop that I'm part of, and I will show you that design and then we're going to create it along with me. So I'm going to flip the camera on and then also check to make sure I am going live in the right spot. Okay, flip the camera around. This is the post or the design that I'm going to be casing. So it's, like I said, from the blog hub that I was part of yesterday. You can go to my blog at superawesomestamper.com. And it's the post from yesterday. And then there's also a widget along the right side of the blog. Those are called widgets. And most of those little images have got things underneath them. You click on them and they go to a post on my blog that explains what the widget is all about. All right, so hi Nancy and Patricia. Thanks for joining today. I am, oh, I can see my feed. Yay. So I'm going to case a blog hop post from Tracy Held. That's my goal today. And I have a few things done ahead of time, but we're gonna assemble her design. All right. So my idea was to use 3 different circles of Designer Series paper. In my back, it said my video feed was paused, and now it's a little unclear. So if anybody's watching, just give me a shout out. Let me know if you can hear me. Thought I had my volume up. Oh, that's right. On Facebook Lives, they are muted automatically. And, oh, there we go. I hear volume. Yay! Okay, so I'm starting with a Night of Navy base, and over it I've got a silver foil that I've processed through a winter snow embossing folder. So I'll show you what the foil, oh good, Nancy, you can hear and see me, yay. Here's what the silver foil looks like when it comes in a package, just flat silver foil, but it embosses beautifully. So that's with the winter snow embossing folder. So that's gonna be my base layer. And I couldn't tell you the size. This was just something I had in my scrap bin, but let me measure right here. 4 inches by 5 1/4. So it's the standard 1 inch less than a A2 card base. All right, so since this is a pretty heavy piece of paper, and I'm not sure exactly how much I'm gonna load up on it, I'm gonna put 3 lines of adhesive on there. And my idea is to add the gift bow stamp off to the right-hand side. So Tracy's design was horizontal, so we'll stick with that. And then she had 3 circles. Now I'm just guessing how she did this. I am using the stitched shapes dies. So there are 4 stitch shape circles, nesting circles in that die set. And there's also some ovals. Let me grab it here. Ovals in that set, and then there's squares that I store on the back side. So 4 nesting sizes. Let me get my big shot plate out of there. And the extra pattern paper out of the way. And then the dies. So I didn't zoom in on her design, but it looks like she just used the plain circles, maybe the punches. So I thought I'd use the stitch shapes because it just gives a little bit of, the stitched add just enough detail to add quite a bit of interest. Now I do have also the 3 current stamps or punches that we have, the 2 1/4, the 2, and the 1 1/2 would certainly work for this as well if you've got some circle punches in your stash that are just sizes that would perfectly nest. Okay, so what I think she did was, for ease of cutting, Just layer them all up and cut in half. And guess what? If I don't do this right, I'm going to create a whole new design for everybody. So what I think she did then was she met the points on the left side and kind of did a swoosh. So there's one half, and then the other half would go down here. Now I can see on her sample there's a big contrast in color. She's got a tan up here and a Sahara sand there, and then the center one is a red. So let me think here. Let me get this. Let's just do that. And a punch. Let's mix some techniques here. Cut it in half. And let's swap out this one. There, you can kind of see the contrast. I wonder if the little better, since you have got a whisper white in the middle layer, you can see that contrasting a little more. But we got the 2 1/4. Since I'm just playing today, let's do the 2 1/4 punch. And yes, I am using a full sheet of Whisper White. I have 0 scraps left of any usable size. I just have scraps that could be punched, maybe with the classic label punch, and that's it. Okay, so there's that. So I'm using the 2 1/4 inch circle instead for more of a contrast. There, so all of the circle halves kind of meet on the opposite corners, the right and the left. Yeah, I think I like that with the 2 1/4 circle punch. Gives it a little more contrast. Oh, but you know what you could do? I've got another scrap here. 2 1/4. I'm going to have a lot of sample cards, a lot of circles. Maybe I will make additional cards with all of these circles that I'm making and share them on my Facebook page later this afternoon. All right, so the reason why I'm doing the silver is because it'll pull in the silver from the background. Ooh, look at that. And then I wonder if I should emboss it. What do you think, stampers? I think I like the contrast of the flat silver. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay, so if you're just tuning in and you didn't see my screen share of Tracy's card, you're going to be surprised as to what this card's going to look like. So the pattern paper that I'm using is from the Snowflake Splendor suite. I love that suite. I wished it would carry over to the spring catalog, but it did not. Not as far as I can see, though. I need to look over the catalog another time. We had an online convention 2 weeks ago, and those that attended the convention got their spring and celebration catalogs early if they placed an order, and I did. So I got the catalogs in my hot little hands. All right, so there is that and that. And for ease of, you could separate these because you're going to put a strip here, but I think I will butt them right up against each other. So get this punch out of the way. This pattern paper on the back side of this multicolor pattern is so pretty too. It's in blues and white tones, and the snowflakes are different sizes, and it has like a watercolor wash look. I love both of the sides of that pattern. All right, so now I'm just eyeballing, trying to make this in the center of the card. Oh, am I going to be difficult? Do I want to do it this way? No, I will do it horizontal like she had. Oh, did I not put, I didn't put adhesive on there. That's why it was slipping. Okay. This is kind of mystery stamping. You and I don't know where I'm going to go with this. Okay. So then she had a layer of, looks like cherry cobbler, cardstock, and then the white for the words. So I brought out the Snowflake Wishes, but I also brought out the gift wrapped stamp and the coordinating bow builder punch. What is that from? Where did that come from? Stampers? I'm not sure. Maybe it's my largest piece of scrap that I overlooked because it was white. Okay, and then I'm going to grab my paper piercing mat because I'm stamping on photopolymer and I want to make sure the ink transfers from the stamp to the paper. Alright, and then press that in. Perfectly position it in the stamp or the punch. Okay, and then we got a couple things flying out at me. So on that punch, there we go. There are two other things that punch out. Another small tag and then the center of the bow. So I didn't stamp this far enough up that I got another small tag, but I didn't plan on using that. But here's where the center of that bow would go over if you're doing like a white bow or a contrasting bow. I kind of like the navy bow right there. So I'm going to put the bow off to the side, and then I am going to grab one of my scraps here. That's my word scrap. So now here you can see where I could have spread the circles out a little more. I might just do that. Because I'm going to put Snowflake Wishes there and then the bow off to the side. So you're kind of getting a sneak peek into how I design things. I start with an idea or a sample card, some supply I want to use, and then I just go with it. So I can pull this off because this is the silver foil, and which is a slippery, non-porous surface. There we go. Oh, look at that. Ooh, like it, like it, like it. Okay, so now I'm going to stamp this in my Night of Navy ink and put the Snowflake Wishes over here. Coming together, and that kind of off to the side, I think. Is that gonna work? Oh, yes, it will. Okay, and then there are some other things I wanted to decorate up with. Where's the crazy fun metallic ribbon that's in the August to December catalog? I think this was in the Halloween pages. It is called the metallic mesh ribbon. So it's easily tied in bows. It's scrunchy. You know, it's not going to hold its shape. It's not wired. But we can kind of bend it to where we want it. Ah, look at that. I kind of like that over that. Do I like it behind the white? The white kind of covers it all up. So what about around the bow? Or what about tying a bow? Tying a bow with it and making it a double bow, a ribbon bow and a paper bow. So how do I want to do that? Let's tie it in a knot. And is anybody having their lunch while they're watching me? That's kind of the idea here, is I would give you something to watch while you're having your lunch. I've already had my lunch. I had tamales. We have a co-op called the Willie Street Co-op in my town. When you talk about Willie Street, you know you're talking about the co-op. It's a very nice co-op. It's been around for a long time. Anyway, they sell tamales from a local restaurant, and I always get a 4-pack when I go to the co-op. And then I freeze them and just take them out one by one so I can enjoy them. I kind of like that. Do I like that? Yeah, I like that. Let's do something a little different. And then, how long do I want the... I think I will cut it kind of straight and close to where that paper bow ends there. And my idea was to kind of put the bow at an angle. I think I like that. And not straight on. If I put it straight on, it kind of has to be below the words there. Not sure. Y'all tell me if you liked the bow at the angle. I'll pull this up. Do you like it at an angle? Or should I put it straight on? Ooh, I'm really liking this card. Thanks, Tracy, all the way from Australia, for sharing your idea on the blog hop yesterday. We got to fill in something right here, though. And I have I'm going to reach. Sorry for my reach. The silver metallic pearls. You get gold and silver. Joyce says angle. Nancy says angle. Okay. Angle wins. All right, so let's attach that down. And this piece, this Whisper White, is one of my only other pieces besides that piece in my scrap pile that was worth anything. This one is 1 1/4 inch wide by 5 inches long. There we go. Okay, at an angle, y'all said. Now this is a pretty wide piece of mesh ribbon there, so I'm going to use my tear and tape to secure it down. We could pop it up on some glue dots, but if I want to mail this, the thickness of the ribbon and the dimensionals would make it probably too thick for me to mail at an angle. And then we are going to grab our, see, I organized my embellishments last night as well, combining some open packages. So we've got some right here. We got 7 of them. So I'm going to flip this around and use the spatula end. I'm finding the spatula end is a little easier to use to control where I'm putting the the embellishments that are self-adhesive. All right, so I have 7 of them. Do I want to start up here or down here, or put them all the way around the bow or on the bow? So these, I see some of these were, they must have been different packages. I was just going to say what I like about our self-adhesive packages is they come on these clear pieces. So you can kind of take the clearness and put it where you want and decide if that's where you want it. You know what? I'm going to use more than 7. I like a whole strip there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's 11. There's an odd number. So hi, Sandra. Joy, you like a spatula end too? So there's 11 there. So why don't I just start over here and just start adding them? I don't know if you can tell. So this package is on the clear and this package is on the white. So they're different lot numbers, obviously. I don't know which one is newer. My guess is the ones that are on the clear packaging are newer. So here's where it might get a little tough. Keeping these perfectly spaced. Let's see if I can do it. So if you haven't hopped around on our blog hop, it's we just call it the Paper Crafting Monthly Blog Hop. You can access it through my blog at superawesomestamper.com. It goes live every 3rd Wednesday of the month at 8 a.m. Central Time. So we're usually got all the kinks figured out by 9 a.m. Yesterday we were golden. Everybody was okay. Hopped through the circle and everything was great. We had one girl, Tracy, in fact, she had a different next button up, and it kind of threw me for a loop because it's for another blog hop that we do. And I couldn't remember, you know, I saw it and then I went, oh, what hop are we doing today? So, but her link still worked. It just had the wrong photo on it. All right, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Do I add 2 more to make it 11? Or do you kind of like the gradation from the really long words to some pearls to the bow? Wow. Yes, Sandra, it was an excellent blog hop. I agree. I really like this card. Now, you know what? Wouldn't you know it? I think this is all the silver foil I have in-house. So I'm not sure I'll be able to make any of these for Christmas cards, but we'll see. Maybe I'll place an order. Maybe I'll find a package somewhere. That's what usually happens that's what happened to my mini paper pumpkin boxes. I lost them months ago, the one package, and I knew it was just stuck in between something. I just didn't know where it was. And I think I just recently found them. All right. And I think that would be number 11 for pearls. Yep, I think I like the 11 and not the 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right. All right, so I think that's my card. And usually I line it with a 1/6 of an 8.5 by 11 on the inside. I don't have enough to put this on the inside. What else do I have to decorate up the inside? Let's look at the gift wrapped stamp set. I've got Snowflake Wishes for a Merry Christmas. We could put the Celebrate in Style in the inside. Celebrate in Style, like that. Not sure if it'll fit on our smallest one. Nope, I need to grab the next size up. Pardon my reach. There we go. And it looks like I have never used this stamp. So I'm sure I cleaned it. So I usually clean my stamps when I place them in the case. So I place all of the stamps on the case. You know, when they come, they're attached to these backer sheets that have got the images on the acetate sheets. So I attach them to my stamp case, and when I'm doing that, I clean them. But usually the first time you stamp, you might not get a good impression because the ink just needs to kind of cover the stamp the first time around. So I'm looking for a piece of scrap paper here. Here we go. Here's one. There, so we got the first one done. And we can do a Celebrate in Style. I'm not sure if I want to put a little bit of the gift bow stamp on there. Y'all see that? There it is. Do I want to put a light impression over that? I think I might. So stamp off to get rid of most of the ink, and then just lightly stamp over the center. Oh, I don't think I like that. Well, good thing I have two sides. I'll have this side up. It was just not enough of a contrast. And I wonder if, do I want to put some up there? No, I'm just going to leave it. That'll be my inside of my card. All right, thanks for watching. Lunchtime lives seem to be where I'm at for Facebook lives, but I'm still kind of moving them around. When I get time, I just pop in and do one. There we go. So if you joined late, you missed where I had a bunch of scraps. So I might do Do I want to do something up there? I think I'm just going to leave it. Otherwise, I could put some circles like behind there. Gotta jazz up the inside. There. Do I like that? Not sure. Like I said, you are getting a behind the scenes look at how I design cards. Just kind of grab a few things and just design. Not sure how to pull the outside into this card. I think I got it. How about I already stamped that. I pressed that down. That's okay. How about I grab this right here. I'm going to just do a full circle through the center. So grab my sentiment, and the 1.5 inch is a current punch that we sell. And I can put this on there. Look at that. And I'm not even going to care that I cut that one in half. Whoever gets this card's not going to care either. They're going to think it's an awesome design element. A super awesome design element, right? There we go. And then that will go over. And if that line is bothering me, which is kind of now that I see that, why don't we trick the eye? We'll put a little bit of the silver over there. And I'll have the silver hanging off either side. I'll kind of gather it a little bit, and I think I will grab my tear and tape and secure it down. 3 circles again in the corner. Yes, Sandra, I don't think we have any circles that are small enough. So I use the Stitch Shapes dies. I'd have to go rummaging through all my dies to see if we got any smaller circles that would work. Because we don't have any current punches that are smaller than the one I used for the card right here, or the sentiment that's stuck on my finger. Look at that nice paper ring. There we go. You could. There you go. You make paper ring. When you see people, you can say, celebrate in style on your paper ring. Anyway, that's just silliness. Okay, let's pull that over a little bit. Got a little more hanging off the right side than the left side. That'll bother me. There we go. There, now that looks finished. I brought a little bit of the outside to the inside. So if I did this again, I probably wouldn't do such a large circle there, but maybe, because I like all the snow. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay. I think that's it for today. I wanted to share a few things before you head out, just so you're aware of where the stuff is in the catalog. I always like to do a quick catalog tour. Here are those 3 circles. I only used the 1.5 inch today, opting instead to use the stitched Stitch Shapes dies. I also wanted to point out we've got layering circles dies. There's 16 dies, so there's a ton of options in there. And one set is scalloped and one set is just the flat straight edge on the layering circles. And then the one dice that I used today would have been the Stitch Shapes. So they've got 4 circles, 4 squares, and 4 ovals. So you could certainly do squares and ovals. It doesn't have to be a circle design on that card. 2 more things. 3 more things, I think. If you order using this host code, you will get an invitation to the Black Friday Virtual Extravaganza. A $35 order, excluding shipping and tax, gets you a ticket to that. However, I just posted that Stampin' Up! Is having a flash sale on Tuesday, November 24th on my blog. Go to my blog for all the details on that. And then tomorrow night I'll post details for my Sugar Cookie Social. So if you have placed a paper ring, Joy, wasn't that funny? I crack myself up sometimes. It's just me here working, so you gotta have a little fun. Anyway, Sugar Cookie Social, hard for me to say, Sugar Cookie Social, is something that I would do in person every year, and it would be a way for me to share my ugly sweater sugar cookies that I would make with my mom. This year it's moving online. I will mail you a make and take packet, but you had to have placed a $50 order excluding shipping and tax in order to get a make and take packet. So if you're planning on ordering on Tuesday through the flash sale, which is November 24th, increase your order a little bit to $50, and that way you'll get a make and take packet. Last Black Friday sneak peek. So I told the other girls I wasn't probably going to do sneak peeks, but you know what? I'm all done, and I thought I would share this with you. I'm all done designing. All my videos are done. My PDFs are typed. So I'm just waiting for people to sign up to attend. So this is one of the snippets of one of the projects that I'll be sharing during my Black Friday extravaganza. And the Black Friday extravaganza information is on my blog as well. Just go to the right-hand side. Like I said, all those widgets on the right-hand side usually have something underneath it. If you click on it, it'll go to a blog post explaining what is going on. All right, so PM me if you have any questions. But I'll be back, I don't know, within the next week for maybe another lunchtime live. We'll see if I get inspired. Maybe I'll look through the blog hop and see if there's something else that I can case real quick. All right, thanks for stamping with me. Hope you're having a good day in your part of the room, and we'll stamp in your part of the world, and we'll stamp with you soon. Bye.